right, Coach. This is exciting of a game. This is basically what you coach for. This is why you get into the business. Tonight was one of those nights. Your team fought all the way. Just talk to this.
Well, I mean, I was frustrated, Jerry, because I felt like in the first half we didn't play well at all. I felt like we just were so flat. We'd have one person in our group trying to look to score, and the other four standing watching. I thought defensively we were sloppy. We were making mistakes we haven't made all year. And at halftime, I kind of lit into them for the first time. Like I haven't had to, do that, but I lit into them at halftime, and they responded a little bit better because we'd given up 10 overboards in the first half, and we only gave up 4 in the second. That was our goal, like really limit their overboards. But in saying that, then we get to crunch time, and we have the same problem we had last week in 2 tight games where no one wants the ball in their hands, no one wants the responsibility. And then to me, it takes responsibility, and I thought had a pretty look at the basket. And as soon as that call went against us, it was like we just had a pin put in us, and we just lost that air that we had. And we got to learn from that. We shouldn't have put ourselves in that situation in the first place. I thought we did a great job to get ahead, and then we let them score again and get back in front. And that was the point. We had to keep pushing, and we didn't do that. So we got to have more of a killer instinct, especially when we do put ourselves ahead in games.
Talk about the individual play of your leaders that you know you can depend on in those types of situations.
Yeah.
Making it, because more what you want out of them is to make a good decision, not a great one, but benefit of the team.
Well, I mean, I'll give you an example. Like we called an out of bounds play, and the wrong person came to get the ball on the first one. It's like right after we've been on the board, and that's just not okay. Like, they ended up turning it over, we got it back, but that shouldn't happen, ever. It shouldn't happen. And we can say, oh yeah, we've got a sophomore point guard in, or we've got this. That doesn't matter. Like when you see something on a board, you've got to be able to go out and execute it. And then the last one, we ran into each other, and then we ended up having the wrong person with the shot. So it's like little things that, really impact the end of games that we have to clean up, because we haven't done a good job of that the last 2 games. And unfortunately, we've got a couple of people in particular that are proven maybe they're not the right people to be in the end of games, and maybe that's on me to take them out and put someone else in. So that's why we play these non-conference games. I felt like, we wanted to play TXST. We felt like, they're a good Sunbelt team. They're a good challenge for us. But I'm disappointed that we didn't come out in the first half like we did in the second, because we wouldn't have had to worry about 2 turnovers at the end.
Now your next outing, your next game is against whom?
UTRGB down in the valley.
They are here.
There.
And then you conquered, and then it was.
Well, we then have Sagu here on the 11th, and then we have Baylor on the 29th, and then we start conference play. So.
Well, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to ask. Finals break is when? When do they break for finals?
The week of the 13th. That's our.
So that's the week that everybody will be in the classroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. And I think that's it that I have from my end. Oh, I will ask you. Well, anything else that you can think of?
No, I just really want to, impress upon our team that they have to play for 40 minutes. We've played last week for 37 minutes really hard. In 2 games, we went to overtime and won and lost it. We lost a tight one at Grand Canyon, and because we only played for 37 minutes, and kind of the same thing happened today. We switched off in that last couple of minutes, and it's interesting that happened in practice yesterday. So I hope that the message starts to get through that it's important to focus for the whole time you're on the floor, whether it's practice or games.
All right, Coach. Reintroduce yourself. We'll close this out.
I'm Donna, Finnie, head coach of HUSKIES Baptist.
And this is Jerry Lee Woodley Jr., the College Sports Report, signing off.